I'm Chris, and this is my restoration project here in central France. I'm rebuilding this house, breathing new life into it, one wall at a time. Good afternoon, everybody. Well, you join me from my back garden, where I am in the final stages of getting this chicken coop done. So what have we got to do? I've got to make some perches for them to obviously to perch on, and I've already blocked off the trough down the bottom so that no bad guys can get through. I'm going to make that into a dust bowl, so I need to get a bag of sand to go in there for them, and I need to just a few more bits to do to make it comfortable. And then after that, I'm just going to concentrate on giving the garden a really good tidy up again. So there's a bit to do in the chicken coop, which we're going to get on with right now. But also, Christmas is right around the corner. So I need to head into town because time is of the essence for me. When I'm not working, I'm doing this chicken coop and filming. And I haven't got around to putting my Christmas decorations up yet. I haven't even bought a tree. But I do normally leave it until about now anyway. I'm not one of them people that puts their stuff up in November. So I think I'm just going to do a quick bit of work to get the chicken coop finalised. I've spoken to Ben, my friend, who's going to donate me 4 chickens. And he's ready to give me the chickens. Like they're waiting for me. So I'm going to go and buy, I think, is what we're going to do. I'm going to get my work done in the chicken coop. And then I'm going to go and buy a feeder and a drinker for the water, and I'm going to grab a Christmas tree while I'm at it. So stay with me till the end of the video and we'll see how it all goes. So I've made my frame, which I am pleased with. I've spaced it out. I'm only going to get 4 birds for the moment. So I've knocked this up and I'm going to put some flat tops on right now so that they've got something to rest their feet on and cover their feet up so they don't get frostbite. I took that on board in the comments. Thank you very much, whoever posted that. So this, I might just put 1 screw in it just to hold it to the wall for now so it doesn't fall down. But I'm going to make everything temporary until I get the birds in here. And then once the birds are in here, we'll have a little fact-finding day or two to see what works where. I've got to fit the light today and give it all a good brush out and put the wire grills at the top. But once this is on, I'll have perches for them, and I think I'm going to put 1 big long perch across here as well, because then they've got like a nice big high one that they can go on if they want to. I don't want to set it up and it turns out to be not exactly how they like it. As is customary with this chicken coop build, I'm just using all of the stuff I already had in the place. I'm just using all the old reclaimed timbers, and these are the old tongue and groove shelves. This was a bit of roofing batten that I had left over from the side roof. And so it's effectively, I mean, I had to pay for the materials, but it's not costing me anything extra, if you will. I've made these so that when they're sitting on them, they're not going to get pooped on. So this one's back a little bit. I can sit there and their bottom's going to be about here. And that means that this one is going to be sitting there and his tail's going to come about yay far. He's not going to get pooped on, and so on and so forth. So there'll be no pooping on each other. What are you up to, Smudger? Hey? What you doing? Ah. Well, it's just another little visit from Jesse, who's decided he needs to be involved. I can tell he's up to no good. His tail's going. Mm-hmm.
I've got all the materials here. I've got fence, posts, spirit level, cable that we need, a line to make it straight, and yeah, so that's what we're getting on with, the fence to keep these chickens in. Dad has got on with making the inside of the coop, and I'm finishing off the outside now that my finger's kind of repairing nicely. Let me just take you inside so I can show you. I'm just left with, oh, you can't really see it that well. I'm just left with a massive scar. Well, a massive scar, it's just a small finger, but, do you know what I mean? Over exaggerating a bit, you know? It's just a big scar, really. So yeah, I'm doing that today. I'm making a fence so we can get these chickens in. It's actually quite nice weather, so it would be good if we could get them in this weekend, in the warm weather. So they could go outside and chill, because they don't want to arrive and it's freezing cold. They're going to think, right, what's going on here then? So that's the posts in. Now I've just got to tighten them up using these little ratchets. So I'm going to ratchet it up now, just to make sure that nothing can get under the fence or over the fence. Anything can get over a fence, but I mean, so that nothing can get under the fence at least. Right, well, my fence is up now. Let me just show you from a different angle. This is what we're dealing with. the fence. That's up. It's all tight. I'm going to carry on connecting it up in every sort of 50 centimeters in between the posts now to make it nice and flush everywhere. Then I'm going to put a chicken wire along the bottom, and that's it. The fence is up. Set out the last part of the roll of chicken wire. So this is it. I'm just going to tighten it up now, and that'll stop anything getting through the bottom. Right guys, it's getting dark. I'm just going to finish off these last finishing touches to make sure that the fence is nice and secured. I'm going to put some stakes in the bottom just so that the fence is nice and stuck to the ground. And then after, I'm going to call it a day. I've actually got to spend a lot of night in the garage preparing one of my bikes for an event. Thanks for coming along and watching me build a fence for the chickens.
So this wire is going to go in those openings up there. Put a bit of sand in here to clean it all out. So I'm going to leave this sand to dry a little bit. I think it'll be fine. All up in there, heavier than it looks. I think they'll like that. I might have to move this this perch to the front edge so that they're not pooping into the sand pit, but I can modify that. It's only like 2 screws. It'll only take 2 seconds. We'll have to see. It's all phase 1. We'll see what they like and how it works. But I've got this perch, I've got those perches, I've got the nest boxes, and I've put a sloped roof on it because in the comments a lot of people were saying if you have a flat roof they'll just sit on top of it and they'll poop everywhere and ruin it. So I've taken that advice and I've put a sloped roof on top of the nest boxes. I've given it all a good clean out as well. All the walls and ceilings, no more cobwebs, no more dust and dirt. So I'm going to go and get the feeder and the water trough and my Christmas tree. Yoo-hoo! So one of the things that you have to get used to when you live in France is the fact that shops are so unpredictable sometimes. It's a week before Christmas and I wanted to get a Christmas tree and my chicken feeders from the big supermarket that sells all that stuff, right? Look at this. That means they've decided to close for the whole day to do an inventory. Unbelievable. Only in France can you be a week out from Christmas and the shop that sells the Christmas trees and all the building materials and all the farming equipment has closed midweek to do an inventory. So I'm gonna have to go somewhere else now. I've wasted the whole afternoon driving it, well not the whole afternoon, but I've wasted an hour coming here because no one would ever imagine that a shop would, the manager of this shop's gone, I'd tell you when would be a good idea to close for the whole day, the week before Christmas when everybody wants a Christmas tree and needs their farming materials. Brilliant. You gotta laugh. So I've come to a different shop and yoo-hoo, I've found what I need. One of those. I think we're going to get that. Woohoo! Success! Well, I got there just before the shops closed. I got my drinker, I got my feeder, and I got a Christmas tree. So, I am cooking. Not chickens, obviously. Well, I'm back indoors. I've got everything I needed to get done. I have got a fence up, thanks to Alfie. The chicken coop is completely ready. I've got a drinker, I've got a feeder, there's a light in there, there's a sand pit, there's perches. All that really remains for me to do is to put some hay down on the floor and stuff like that, but I'll do that when the hens arrive. And I got myself a Christmas tree. So I am completely up to speed on this chicken coop build now. That means tomorrow I can go to my friend Ben's house and pick up my hens. So in the next video, we'll all be meeting them. And we'll also be putting up my Christmas decorations, I think, because it's high time I did it. And I've been really, really hard at work this week. And along with doing this chicken coop build, this whole week has been just crazy. I've had no time to myself at all. And so I really want to get in the Christmas spirit now and kind of wind down a bit. I've got a little bit more work to do for one customer next week. But I think I might get it done within a couple of days. And apart from that, I'm going into Christmas mode. So a very Merry Christmas from me and from Alfie. And we will see you in the very next video, which I will predict is going to be Sunday, because I'm going to go and pick my chickens up tomorrow. And then I'm going to film everything, and then I will upload that on Sunday night. So thank you all again for supporting me. Thanks to all my subscribers for all your lovely comments. And thanks to all the new subscribers who've arrived recently. Hang in there. This project is close to completion, but there's another exciting project coming up straight after. And I will see you very soon in our next video. Thanks for watching.